and then had a whirlwind period of growth that ultimately resulted in an acquisition by Samsung in the summer of 2014. So we are now officially Samsung SmartThings. And while we continue to operate independently, we're still a separate company from Samsung, but we are owned by Samsung, and that's important because Samsung wanted to keep SmartThings independent and separate, because our message has always been that we are the open platform for the consumer Internet of Things, right? And what that means to us is that we connect with anybody and everybody, right? If you've got a device and you want to connect it to our platform, we can make that happen, or more importantly, you can make that happen. People can connect new devices to the SmartThings platform without us even having to be involved in that process.
Great, thank you. So, I think a lot of you guys who have been maybe out and around CES and maybe attended some of the events the past few days with quite a few precedents, it seems like everyone is in the consumer smart home market. There are so many products out there, and it's a little bit overwhelming. So can you tell a little bit about what you guys are doing for the market and how you are unique, and how you're bringing all of these connected products together for the consumer and the smart home?
Sure. So, it's important to recognize that we're very much still living in a world where device manufacturers are actually encouraged to create these stovepipes. They take their device and they connect it to their cloud, and they build their mobile app, right? And we end up with all these little stovepipes of devices that are connected, but don't necessarily work with each other. And our thesis at SmartThings has always been that a huge amount of the value in the smart home and the connected device space is actually in what we talked about as the space between the devices. The ability to take a device from one manufacturer and make it actually work together with a device from another manufacturer to solve a compelling use case. And so SmartThings really provides that fabric in the home, right? For, as we describe it, the easiest way to turn your home into a smart home. But that doesn't just mean working with the devices that we sell. It means working with hundreds of different device partners that provide devices that work, that are compatible with our platform. And it means working with Samsung. So, one of the things that we've announced this week is that all of the Samsung appliances are now compatible with SmartThings, so that I can integrate them into your smart home platform, and I can get information out of those appliances. And some of it's really simple things, like, if my daughter opens the refrigerator door and leaves it open, that I'll get a notification that says, hey, the refrigerator door's still has been open for more than a minute. Right? In addition, though, we've announced that we're actually now building SmartThings technology into a subset of those Samsung devices. So step one was, do the devices actually work with SmartThings? Are they compatible with our platform and can we talk to them? Step two is we're actually putting SmartThings technology into these devices. So we are still living in a world as well where you have to have the unique technology in the form of the home automation radios in order to talk to a lot of these devices. And so what we've done in 2016 is to build the SmartThings Hub technology into all of the SUHD model televisions that Samsung is bringing to market in 2016, so that consumers will no longer even have to make a buying decision about whether they want smart home technology. If they buy one of these televisions, they're simply going to get it.
So there was another announcement around your relationship with BMW. Now tell me a little bit more about that, because I think that's unique. What is a smart home, and connected products company have to do with BMW?
Yeah, so it's interesting because we've always talked about ourselves as being a connected home company, a smart home company. But really, as you think about what that means, I think as an industry we have to start to shift the terminology here a little bit, right? Because it's more about a connected lifestyle, right? And that transcends just the home, right? To the car, to work, to other places. So what we've done with BMW is to actually integrate the BMW i3 and i8 models and others with SmartThings, so that when you're in the car and you're a SmartThings customer, that not only do we have an understanding of the car as a device, but you can actually control things from an on-dash display in the car, right? And so that can include things like when the car's arriving at home, to automatically open the garage door or
Voice
open a
automated?
gate. Huh?
Voice automated?
Not yet.
Safety first.
Not yet, yeah. But know that you're arriving home, open the garage door, unlock the front door, adjust the thermostat, do all of those types of things. And we're increasingly getting more and more interest from the auto manufacturers in doing these types of integrations, because they're recognizing that connected lifestyle is more than just about the home. It transcends that experience wherever you are.
So you've been in the industry for a while, and being a founder of SmartThings, I'm sure you're witnessing and you're having ongoing conversations with partners and everyone in the ecosystem that wants to partner with Samsung and you. Can you tell us where the market is going? I mean, I think that for all of us that are here today, especially at CES this week, we want to see what's ahead. Is there something that we're missing? What do you think that's going to be revolutionary that maybe we haven't talked about or we're not thinking about today?
So I was happy to see Amazon Echo win an award, because that's one of the things that we've done just in the past 6 months, is an integration with Amazon Echo. And I think what we've learned from that because it's such a good product, is that voice is really very transformative in terms of the experience in the home. My wife, as an example, who's a bit of a Luddite, and I couldn't ever get her to use the SmartThings mobile app on her phone, right? So I'm a founder of the company. I can't get my wife to actually use it on her phone. And her reasoning is that, if we're not at home, she's usually with me and I'll do it. And if she is at home and she wants to turn a light on, well, she'll get up and turn the light on. But voice changed all of that for her, right? The voice modality actually completely shifted her perception. So voice is going to be huge, right? And I'll tie that together with the next thing, which is about context in the home. So today, when I'm using Amazon Echo together with SmartThings, I have to say things like, Alexa, turn on the family room lights. And Alexa will know that family room lights is a device or a group of devices, and it'll turn on the family room lights. What I can't say today is, hey Alexa, turn on the lights, and have Alexa figure out which room I'm standing in, and then using that context, go figure out which lights I'm talking about, right? That's going to get very important, right? And so we're working together with Amazon to help figure out that contextual stuff, right? Because I should be able to say in any room, Alexa, lights, and turn the lights on, right? Alexa, adjust the thermostat and have her understand the zone, right, that I'm talking about. Where am I that I'm not cold, or that I want the temperature changed? And then taking that a step further, understanding micro presence in the home, right? What room am I in? Is that room truly occupied or not, right? So that I can personalize the experience in the home. As I walk from room to room, one set of things can happen, but as someone else walks from room to room, an entirely different set of things can happen, right? To personalize that experience around me in the home. So those are all things that are very real today, right? But will get progressively more and more mature, and I think will really transform the experience, because when we talk about home automation, we're clearly not talking about pulling your phone out of your pocket to do something from here. That's not automation. That's control, right? And smart home doesn't mean, to us, really doesn't mean control. It means starting to have the home truly be intelligent and to react around you to provide the best possible experience.
So tell me a little bit about your customers and partners. I think you're unique because you're creating a technology that's also embedded in Samsung devices, electronics. Can you talk a little bit about your customers and maybe the direction that you're going from a go-to-market channel?
You bet. Well, so SmartThings is unique from a number of perspectives, not the least of which is the fact that we're actually a platform for developers to create software and solutions for the home, right? It's been clear for, since 2008 that this is a target for developers to make money, right? I can build software for the mobile phone, and I can make money doing it. That's not true or clear to most software developers today. They don't look at the home as being a target for writing software and solutions, right? And so with SmartThings, we're providing this developer platform. And what does that mean? I have to explain it a lot because most people say, oh, well, that means you have APIs, right? I can talk to it with APIs. Well, yeah, we've got APIs and everybody's got APIs, but that's not what it means to be a developer platform. A developer platform means you write software and we run it, right? We are the operating system for the home, spread across in a distributed fashion, spread between our hub technology, which of course is now in things like the TV and the refrigerator and other devices, but also in the cloud, and then even on the phone in terms of providing a user experience for the software that you write. So third-party developers, our partners, are able to build solutions and take them to market through SmartThings as a platform. We've announced 2 of those partners this week, specifically in the home security area with ADT and Scout Alarm, both as being partners that are providing fully monitored home security on top of SmartThings do-it-yourself home automation kits, right? So you can buy a kit at Best Buy, you can get it up and running in your house, and then you can opt in to get something like ADT Canopy or Scout Alarm to actually provide excuse me, full home security monitoring. That's just the beginning of what we really see as a transformation of the supply chain for goods and services into the home. Right? The more connected devices there are in the home, the more information you're getting from those devices in the home, the more opportunities there are for me to actually offer services into the home, and to do that through the SmartThings marketplace that we're going to be launching in Q1 that will actually let developers create a solution and then put it in our catalog and monetize it. So that if somebody wants to buy a specific solution that's designed just for monitoring your pets when you're away from home, there will be something in the marketplace to do that, right? We've got partners now working on all sorts of different solutions, from security to pet care to elder care, and so when we think about the home, it's important to not think about it in a homogeneous way, right? All homes are not the same. The people who live in them aren't the same. Their needs are different, right? And so, our partner ecosystem is really aggressively now working to start to create these solutions. And some of the big important areas like elder care are ones that, of course, being very demographically driven with an aging population. But they're ones where across the board, these are solutions that, while some of them may be fun, right, with entertainment and video games and things like that, many of them are seriously practical. They save money. They allow people to live at home longer and have an independent lifestyle. They're solving real problems. And for us, that really is the thing that's going to drive mainstream adoption of the smart home, is when people stop thinking about it as, it's that fun thing that turns on my Sonos to my favorite music station when I walk in the door. Well, yeah, we can do that too. But the problems that SmartThings and our partners are solving are real problems.
So, my last question, you talked about your partners and the development that's going on with the application developers and software developers that are out there. Do you guys have an annual event and have a really strong focus in pulling in those top partners and those developers that are really educating them and going through
the process? We do, and yet what I will say about our partners is that when you're talking about the home, we're not talking about a catalog of apps and services like you have on the iPhone, right? We're not going to have 10 million things in our